Bigger is definitely not always better, and in today's world with every single car increasing in size and proportion, I'm so glad that BMW is sticking to its roots and keeping the 3 Series smallish in size. This 2023 BMW M340 is not just any 3 Series, it takes the best parts out of the M car and puts it onto this 340i. This is the car that M purists love to hate because it's not a true M car. This has got M badges everywhere, but it's not an M3 or an M4. But guess what? This car is almost as good as the real thing. And the brilliant thing is you get to enjoy the best parts of the M performance without having to pay the M levels of money. A used 2023 M340i like this will cost you around $50,000. For a used 2023 M3, add an additional $20,000 on top of that. Not to mention, an M car repair and maintenance will cost you way more than a standard 3 Series and even this M340i. The reason why I like this M340i so much more than an M3 is because it's going to be much more suitable as a daily driver. If you were going to track your car daily, then yes, an M3 would be the car to buy. But let's face it, how many M3 owners are really taking their car to a track day in and day out? For most of us, we just need cars to be fun out on the streets, cars to be really good daily drivers, and also be incredibly sporty. And that's why this car is great, because it delivers on all fronts. This is a really quick sports sedan with room in the back seat for passengers, and they're gonna ride in reasonable comfort. For 2023, you have this beautiful curved display with amazing graphics on this M340i. I love that it's one extended display without having 2 separate screens. It's still the excellent driver-focused M340i with an infusion of technology. This is like a giant phone. You have all of your apps located in one place. BMW in this car gives you your own personal assistant. May I introduce myself? Well, absolutely you may.
Hello, I am your personal assistant and as such your expert for sheer driving pleasure.
Did I hear driving pleasure? Excellent. One of the sample commands is, what are you thinking about? Let's see how that works. What are you thinking about?
I'm thinking that we make a great team.
She's right. We do make a great team. This personal assistant is not that bad, but there is some work to do before it's actually usable. The graphics are really nice, and you can easily move around the car in case you want to check it out from all angles. As is the case with these cars, you can configure it to different options: Sport, Sport Plus, Individual. With a car like this, you want to drive it in Sport Plus, so I'm glad you get some extra dynamic settings. You customize all of your climate control options through the screen. Not really any buttons down here except for defrost and max. What I love about the 3 Series, especially this M340i, is it feels so driver oriented. The size of the car is right, you're snugly fit in. Even without driving the car, the impression this car gives you is that it's tossable and nimble. Because most of the functionality is through the screen and the displays, the dash area is cleaner, fewer buttons, just an overall simpler layout. But you still have your traditional iDrive dial down here. Although the touchscreen works really well and very easy to access. What BMW gets right with its cars each and every time is the perfect steering wheel with just the right grip, and also perfect driver ergonomics, which is why these cars are so much fun to drive. This BMW M340i is a 4-door sedan, but the heart of it is still a true driver's car. You could be a passenger, but being back here, what you're really gonna do is be up front in the driver's seat. You're gonna be so jealous because the driver gets this incredible driving experience while you're just sitting back here. But if the driver is not gonna let you drive and you must be in the back seat, it's not a bad place to be. It's comfortable, it's decently roomy, and you have your own climate control. Big cup holders too. Also some in the armrest. One of the best aspects of BMWs are in fact the build quality and fit and finish. Very few cars come close to this. Solid door panels, handles feel good, great seat quality. A lot of cars look really good, but then you get up close and are completely disappointed by the quality. Not so with this one. You get exactly what you see. The looks are indeed backed up with substance. Cup holders up front are hidden underneath this with a little bit of storage space. The M340i is not a big car, but you do have a nice sized trunk space. great practicality in this four-door sedan. What makes this BMW M340i great is the B58 engine, a turbocharged 6-cylinder engine pumping out 382 horsepower, 369 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds. This is a great looking front end, aggressive, nothing too over the top, and angular and sharp in the right ways. I love the design of the headlights too. The black wheels with the white body color is a great combination. I just wish the wheels were slightly bigger and wider. But the wheels are an easy problem to solve. The way this car looks, I think, is fantastic. Just like the front end, the rear end is also equally as aggressive. My only issue with the rear end is the tailpipes are not real. With one small change, the look back here would have been perfect. Why, BMW, why? With 382 horsepower, you know this car is quick. It's not very big, so 0 to 60 is under 4 seconds. There is no turbo lag and you have lots of torque. So for a daily driver, this car will be really quick. The biggest difference between the M340 and an M3 is the M3 will suck your bank account dry. Everything is much more expensive with that car. It's really meant for the track. With the M340, you'll get so much performance and it'll be a perfectly reasonable daily driver, so everybody in your household will be happy. You won't have to waste all of your money on M parts. Instead, you have largely a 3 Series taking the best parts out of the M Performance and jamming it into this car. And this car will be so much more comfortable than an M3. Because this is not an M3, the ride in this is not going to be nearly as harsh, and you get all of the luxury and the comfort. So this could easily be as good of a road trip car as it is a daily drive around town. This comes with an automatic 8-speed transmission, really quick shifts, and in Sport Plus mode, it's completely livable. In the M3, your ride is going to be a lot harsher. With the Sport Plus, you could leave it in this mode at all times and the ride will be completely fine. As is typical with any BMW, you're going to get really good handling in this. And what you'll notice about this car is the proportions. Because it's smaller and lighter, it's just a joy to drive and handle. Take this car to the office 5 days a week. On the weekends, hit the turns, the canyons. You'll have so much fun all in the same car. And in comfort mode, the ride gets really compliant, so your passengers will be just fine, even though the car isn't all that big or extremely luxurious. One thing you'll notice in Sport Plus mode is the shifts are more pronounced. You're gonna feel the downshifts and the upshifts, which adds to the overall sportiness factor of this M340i. Who needs an M3 when you have this spectacular M340i? Really, what makes the M340i so great is that not only is it really sporty, really quick, a great driver's car, but the ergonomics are perfect. So you have excellent visibility, you have a great seating position, great steering wheel. It's just an absolute pleasure to drive. Cars like this make it possible for anybody to have an enjoyable driving experience. BMW makes sports cars accessible to everyone. If you're looking for a car to satisfy your need of providing driving thrills and have it be practical, and you're looking not to spend a huge amount of money, then this is absolutely the best car you can buy. Thank you to Covert Buick GMC for loaning me this BMW M340i. They always have a lot of great cars in inventory, so if you're in the market, be sure to check them out.